We begin with Mark Seagraves and the story of a popular high school student now charged in the deaths of two of his friends. Prosecutors say he was drunk and speeding when he wrecked his car after a house party this summer. Now this crash and a letter from a local high school principal are putting the issue of underage drinking front and center. Mark is at the courthouse in Rockville with more. Mark?
Doreen, before the charges against the teenager were announced late last week, the principal of Walt Whitman High School heard that some of the parents of his Bethesda High School had been hosting underage drinking parties for his students. He fired off an email pleading with them to please stop.
The parents, I don't want them to continue to host drinking parties, and so having some examples, real-world examples, as tragic as they are, perhaps will prevent further tragedies.
I salute that principal, and I think that's just a wonderful message for this community here.
The principal's warning comes as prosecutors charged 18-year-old Sam Ellis with the death of his two friends. It was last June, according to police. Ellis and his friends had been at a party in North Potomac when the four teens got into Ellis's car to go to another party. According to a police report obtained by the Washington Post, Ellis reached speeds of 100 miles per hour before losing control of the car. Alexander Merck and Calvin Lee, both recent graduates of Wootton High School, were killed. A third passenger was seriously injured. According to prosecutors, the party where the teens were drinking was at the home of Kenneth Saltzman, who was allegedly home at the time and aware alcohol was being served. Saltzman has now been issued with 2 citations for furnishing alcohol to a minor. Whitman's principal says he knows parents who allow underage drinking at their homes may think they're doing the right thing by providing a safe location for teens to do what they might otherwise do in an unsupervised situation.
I've heard that rationale for a long time. Parents will say, I want to keep my child safe, so I'm going to host a party at our house. And indeed, their child is safe because they just go upstairs and go to bed when it's all over. The other children have to get home. How do they get home?
Now, the maximum fine for furnishing alcohol to a minor is $2,500 per citation. We reached out to Kenneth Saltzman for a comment. He did not return our calls. A lawyer for Sam Ellis, the teenager charged, said that his client did turn himself into police last week and has now been released on bond. Beyond that, he had no comment. Jim, back to you.